We want to talk to them. So I said, you know, what's the problem? Like, I'm the mom, they're minors. The adult who's here, and I'm not going to send them out to basically a pack of wolves.
The three teenagers were not charged with a crime, but Mary Hildreth was charged by Lorain Police with obstructing official business.
Send them outside last time I'm asking. Last time, I promise you.
He's not screaming, yelling. You're coming out guns hot, and he needs to rise to the level that you are.
Let D3 know that the 13th officer from the other night with the vest on, he's back.
Today we're shedding light on a recent incident involving the Lorain Police Department, the ATF, and 3 juvenile males who were allegedly stopped for jaywalking. What started as a minor offense quickly escalated into a tense encounter, so let's unravel this story and see what we can learn from it. The incident begins with 3 juvenile males as they were approaching their front door after allegedly jaywalking. An ATF officer quickly pulls up to the home with his lights on and demands that the 3 young males talk to him. Mary Hildreth, the mother of one of the boys, enters the threshold of the door and is confronted by the 2 ATF agents.
Send those boys out to come out here for a second. Those fellas that just walked in, can you send them out to talk to us, please?
Because I need to talk to them.
What's the problem? They was taking my daughter from the bus.
I need to go talk to them. What's the problem? Right now. I need to talk to them. Right now.
What did they do?
They were walking in the middle of the street and I need to talk to them. So please send them out here.
What do you mean? They just crossed over?
Man, this isn't up for debate. They need to come
I'm not
outside.
arguing with you.
You are. You have to. You
I'm
are.
watching on my window and they literally just crossed over.
Yeah, they crossed over and not a crosswalk. So please send them outside for me.
There is no crosswalk over
97.
here.
Send them outside.
Do you think this is going to make anything better?
I'm saying, he's saying.
I'm saying to you.
Lower your voice.
I'm
Lower your
an
voice. Send them out.
I'm an
Then
adult.
act like one and send the gentleman out so we
Okay,
can talk to him.
they are minors. They
Okay,
are minors.
he's a police officer. He's asking to speak
Okay,
to them. It
and
doesn't
y'all came
matter.
from that way and they came from this
Okay,
way.
what
They
does that
went to
mean?
the corner to get my
So
daughter
you're
off
not
the
going to
bus.
send
They
them out?
just came
You're not
back.
going to send them out?
They said the bus
You're not
was
going to
late.
send them out?
So what's
You're
the
not going to
problem?
send them out?
Why? I mean,
Are you going to send them out or not? Because this can go an entirely different way. You want to get arrested for obstructing? We can go that route too.
Obstructing what?
Send them out.
They have rights. I have rights as well.
Yeah, and their rights right now are to come outside so I can speak with them. I'm conducting a lawful traffic stop on these 3 males.
A traffic stop?
Yes, correct.
That don't even make sense. I've been on the phone with my mother. My daughters are late from their bus, and they went to go down there to get them. And now you're saying it's a traffic violation?
You're right, because they're jaywalking, not in a crosswalk, across the street.
Also,
Send them outside last time I'm asking.
The situation begins to escalate when the ATF agents begin to speak aggressively to Mary, insisting that the kids come out. Mary makes a statement that as the mother, the 2 agents can talk to her about what's going on.
Mary Hildreth says she decided to file a formal complaint against Lorain Police on principle after reading how the officers portrayed her as the aggressor in their report.
Last time, I promise you. Last time.
You're being disciplined.
no, he is being rude, and we have rights, and I'm a
No,
adult,
no
and
one
you're a
said you
camera on
didn't.
this block,
All
just
right.
like on my house. What the did my son do?
We're jaywalking. How many times?
Jaywalking, they crossed
All right.
through the alley in this way. I don't understand why you're saying they jaywalk.
Okay, all right.
You understand you're just prolonging this?
No, I'm saying, what is his problem? What the he's an officer? He thinks he can talk to me any kind of way?
No, man, listen.
I have rights. I know my fucking law.
Okay, that's good.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you feel better?
No, do you feel better? Do you
No.
think you got a fucking badge? Do you think you got one shit like I deal with police shit all the fucking time? Y'all think that y'all carry a badge that y'all can be disrespectful and talk to people like that?
Okay.
And treat people like that?
Ben.
They're fucking minors.
Hello?
He's pulling up like,
Hello?
I don't know, God, debate, and he's
Hello?
screaming, yelling.
He's not screaming and yelling.
You're getting him for jaywalking? That doesn't even make sense.
All right, listen. You want to go whatever route you go, whatever route you want.
The 39-year-old Hildreth eventually gave the officers her name and her son's name. She then told the officers that if they did not have a warrant, that she wanted them to leave because they were trespassing. Additional officers arrived and they continued to demand that she send the boys outside.
Where were the girls? There's no girls.
They crossed here, and this cop pulled up all crazy, screaming, yelling. They're minors, like they literally just came this way to get my daughter from the bus. I don't understand what the problem is.
Okay, well, I've already told you.
No, you're supposed to yell at me.
Yes, because you want to sit out
No,
here.
because
Well,
you're working with
tell
him.
me
I'm
that
asking
I
what's
have
going
a
on.
legal right.
They are minors. I'm his mother.
Yeah, and when I try, if you shut up for 1 second, if I do a traffic stop, I have every legal right to go out with them. They run in this house. I have a legal right to speak with
He
them.
was down there at the bus.
All right, I'll get warrants for him. I'll get warrants.
Warrants for minors?
What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? What is their name? If you don't want to give it to me, I will arrest you for obstructing. I'm not playing around. What is their name?
I just told you my son's name is Jordan Barnett. He's a fucking minor, Mr. High Horse.
What's the other one's name?
His friend's name is Jacob.
Jacob what?
I don't know, it's his friend. I'm not his fucking parent.
What's up, Jacob? It comes down to them. What's the third one's name?
Serious?
Serious? How do you spell that?
I don't know. I didn't name him that.
Because when you start screaming and yelling at the police,
No, he started fucking yelling at me first.
All right.
Don't tell me I was yelling. I was cool calm until he started disrespecting
are you yelling
me.
right now? Are you yelling right now? Okay, listen, I try to be calm.
They're here.
Miss, I'm trying to have a casual conversation with you.
And I have a problem.
No.
He got a problem.
Okay, so talk to me then. Talk to me. Don't talk to him. He's there. He's there. He's going to stay
Matter
there.
of fact, can I please have your name and your badge number?
There's one you early.
Okay. ATF, there you go.
What?
ATF.
Okay, what's your name? That's, okay, but I can still have you. By law, you have to give me your name and badge
You
number.
want to talk to me or no?
What? He's not giving me it. He said he's ATF. He don't have to give me his name and badge number. But there's other cops around in the back of the house.
In an attempt to justify the stop, the Lorain Police Department claimed in their incident summary that the boys were holding their waistbands.
Lorain police maintain there is more to the story than meets the eye. They say the officers were convinced that the three teens were carrying guns by the way they carried themselves.
With one arm to their waist, no movement, no shoulder movement, and the other arm swinging.
No, that is just assuming. That is judging a book by its cover, and that's not fair.
Apparently, holding onto your waistband while walking provides law enforcement officers enough justification to cite Terry v. Ohio and apply reasonable suspicion.
That's what they're trying to make me make the kids like saying they ran out.
If I handle their information, I get them their stuff and I get out of your hair.
So now they're arguing, saying they want him to come inside. They're
You're
looking for
arguing. We're not arguing. We're just trying to talk to you, but you're
No,
screaming and
because you think that we're dumb. Like my fucking brother-in-law is an actual police officer. My nephew is a legal lawyer for y'all people, for police officers like y'all corrupt ass police who think that y'all wear a badge, that y'all have entitlement to civilians.
Man, what's your name so I can get out?
Number. That's against the fucking law because you have to give me your name and badge number. Good. Well, let's see how you guys act when the supervisor pulls up and the way you guys are acting, that you don't have to give me your name and badge number and all this ridiculous bullshit. Because you never said nothing to my child when he crossed the street. You came from this way. You literally came from this way as they were already in the yard coming up the stairs. He was right there, and I said, "Where's the girls? The bus is super late." He said, "I can't wait no more, Mom. I have to use the bathroom." Literally walked right up here, and y'all came from this way, hitting your lights, jumping out the cars.
Excuse me. I've been trying to talk to you, and you've been...
What is your name, sir? You still don't want to tell me your name.
All right. When you're done...
Okay, you don't want to tell me your name.
When you're done,
All right.
I'll talk to you. When you're
I'm
done
not.
screaming, I'll
I'm
talk
asking you for your name and your badge number, and you don't feel entitled to give it to me.
All
right.
You're going to raise your voice? That's fine.
That's fine. You have to give me your name and your badge number. I'm entitled to know your name and your badge number. What is your name?
347.
Name?
ATF Special Agent 6347.
Okay.
You got my badge number.
You might as well come in here because there's police all through the backyard. They're surrounding the house. I've asked them to get off my property and get from behind my backyard.
Come in the house at their house. Kill somebody or something.
That's what I'm saying. What is he here for? Because they're calling. I want a supervisor. I want to speak to a supervisor.
This is my dad now?
Yeah. They didn't cross that crosswalk. You tell me where the crosswalk is on this street.
There ain't none.
There ain't even none down there for y'all, but y'all jaywalk. Why y'all ain't get a ticket? Because the bus damn monitor lets them cross anywhere. They don't fucking let them cross on the crosswalk.
No, they never.
Then when I'm asking their name, they don't want to give me their name.
And you're talking crazy like no.
This shit is ridiculous.
Already at night.
Hello.
Hello.
You want to see supervisor?
Yes, sir. Are you supervisor? Can I please have your name and badge number, or are you not allowed to give it to me? Because Mr. Guy in the ATF said he don't have to give me his name nor badge number because he's an ATF officer. Because I was literally in the window the whole time. sent my son and my nephew and his friend to go get my daughters off the bus. They went down there and waited for 15 minutes. The bus was late. I'm still in my window as they came through the alley, they right here in my neighbor's driveway, and crossed over. My son said, I can't wait no more, Mom, I gotta use the bathroom. I'm still in the window as he's halfway through the yard coming in here. This car flies up out of nowhere. Don't say nothing, as I'm already down here, they're jumping out, getting ready to run around the house. I come to the door and said, what's going on? We want the police around. I said, my son, what's the problem? He's a minor. We got to talk. I said, what is the problem? It's a traffic violation. I said, what do you mean? Can I have your name back? Did he scream at me? I said, you don't have to scream at me. I'm a f***ing adult. That is my son. What did he do wrong? It's nothing new. Like, we're not. Like,
So you're demanding stuff this guy, but you won't cooperate with him?
I'm not asking him what
You think cooperate.
He was to talk to my son. My
Because
son
they
was
committed a crime, use one of other names.
I think that he has a problem. He's right. I'm his mother.
So how can I help you?
So he thinks he don't have to do this, but you don't have to do this because they're officers. It don't work like that. That's not how it works.
How's it work?
What do you mean?
How's it work?
He's a minor. I'm his mother. So why can't he tell me whatever it is? Oh, we'll go, give me your name. But then they call 5, 6, 7 more.
You didn't cooperate.
Yes, I did. And I advised him that I have cameras.
Not at first.
You were here, sir. I have cameras. Yes, I sure did.
Yes,
Sure did. Okay, good. I'm glad. Because some of you need cameras.
So based upon on the ATF side, the federal stuff, I don't know the federal laws. I don't know if they are or aren't.
No, every law enforcement law.
Then based upon, okay, what federal law is that?
The federal law is
Yes.
the police have to identify themselves.
What
I
is
don't
the federal
care
law?
about what the law is called, but the law
How do you
is.
expect me to believe you that you know
You
it if you don't
are a
even know?
cop, bro. You know are you supposed to?
By policy, yes.
Okay, that goes for
That's not a
every
law.
law enforcement.
That's a policy.
Listen, every law enforcement, especially a federal law enforcement, is supposed to give us their name and badge number.
When you can't even tell me what law that is, how am I supposed to believe
I don't have to tell you a law. Y'all know y'all laws. I don't have to tell you, do I look like a lawyer? I'm not a lawyer, but I can tell you that every law enforcement officer, I don't care if it's a city cop, sheriff, everybody got to get a badge number. Everybody. We don't know if y'all the real police or not. Y'all have to.
I just told you that's a policy.
Bro, come on, bro. Who are you trying to play? You're not playing me, bro. Everybody got to get a badge number. Everybody. I don't care if it's an FBI agent. As soon as an FBI agent come in here, what's the first thing they do?
Well, then contact that man.
Okay, but
Whatever it's not a law, nothing's going to happen.
I understand what you're saying, but what I'm saying is, what do you want him for? What do you want? What's going on? Because he's a minor, so you got to explain to me what are y'all doing with him.
I don't know what they're working on, but right now they're working on her summons with obstructing and.
How's it obstruction when she is the mom of a minor child? Y'all got to talk to her. Y'all ain't allowed to talk to him as the mom is present. You got to talk to the mom. Because he's a minor. Come on, bro. Okay, if he's a minor, you're not allowed to talk to the minor. You got to talk to the mom.
Was this stop justified? According to Supreme Court decisions in cases like Castle Rock v. Gonzalez and Warren v. District of Columbia, law enforcement has no obligation or duty to respond to calls for service or protect the public. The Lorain Police Department argued that the boys' actions combined with the high crime area gave them specific reasonable inferences to make a legitimate stop. Mary can be heard repeatedly asking the ATF agent and police officers to leave her property, and since there was no justification for exigent circumstances, the ATF agents and the Lorain police officers on scene would have needed a warrant to continue to search the property.
Chief McCann says the officers had every right to demand to speak with the 3 teens, but he concedes that when the mother refused, the officers should have sought a warrant.
We can't make everybody happy. We are there to enforce the rule of law the best way we know how and best way we can.
The officers said they saw the boys jaywalking and demanded that she send them outside and provide their names. They threatened to charge her with obstruction if she did not comply.
I would also like to point out that neither of the 3 boys were ever charged with anything by the ATF or by the Lorain Police Department. In fact, the only charge that ever came out of this incident was a criminal citation given to Mary for obstruction of justice.
The 3 teenagers were not charged with a crime, but Mary Hildreth was charged by Lorain Police with obstructing official business, a charge that she says she fully intends to fight in court.
This further showcases that when law enforcement officers don't have a legitimate crime to charge someone with, they'll just charge you with a generic obstruction or contempt of cop charge. Instead of getting a warrant, Mary was given a criminal citation for, quote, obstruction of justice. The department's incident summary further tries to justify their actions by citing past calls for service in the area and emphasizing their work in reducing crime. It is heavily inferred in the summary that officer safety comes before civil rights. The public is expected to just trust their word because they, quote, risk their lives every day, and unfortunately, it's an effective tactic. This incident raises several questions and concerns. Was the stop warranted, considering the minor nature of the alleged offense? Was the aggressive behavior of the ATF agents and the citation given to Mary Hildreth justified? Furthermore, this incident highlights the challenges faced by marginalized communities, as 2 of the 3 boys were African American. It's crucial to ask whether racial profiling played a role in this case, and to examine how law enforcement can better handle situations like this in the future. The Lorain Police Department and ATF incident serves as a reminder that we must remain vigilant and question the actions of law enforcement in certain situations. By doing so, we can work towards ensuring that everyone's rights are protected and that incidents like these are minimized.
This has been going on too long. It's time to stand up and do what's right.
So, what can we do to minimize these types of interactions? We can start by educating ourselves and others on our rights and engaging in conversations about bad policing and racial profiling. We can continuously advocate for transparency and accountability in law enforcement practices. But you, the viewer, hold the most crucial part in this. You can start by heading on over to the Lorain Police Department's Facebook page and lawfully redress your grievances. This is an important way that you can help, as sharing videos like this on social media can help further assist with highlighting these interactions and informing the public. This in turn will help the public understand that these are not just, quote, a few isolated incidents, but a fundamental flaw in the way law enforcement officers are trained to justify trampling over our civil rights. Thank you for joining us as we explore this incident involving the Lorain Police Department and the ATF. If you found this video informative, please give it a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insightful content. Feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section below. Thanks for watching. If you're watching this on Facebook, please make sure you follow our page and don't forget to react to this video and share it. If you're watching this on YouTube, please make sure you like this video and subscribe if you're not already subscribed. We'll see you in the next video.